a minute, man. Did FedEx get me? Because they've done it before. FedEx, you know how you do. So I'm like, yo, I'm starting to get upset. I'm thinking they done pulled one over on me. At one point, I kind of think maybe they delivered it to the wrong address. Maybe the person will contact FedEx and give them the shoes back, and then they deliver them to me. But then I'm like, that's likely probably not going to happen depending on who got the box of shoes. That's a free box of shoes. Why would they do that? FedEx could come back and they could just tell them, hey, I don't know what happened. I didn't get no shoes. Maybe somebody stole them off the porch. I don't know. And I could actually see that happening. So I'm like, dang, I'm tripping now. So the first thing I do is I call FedEx, right? Call FedEx and immediately get to run around with the automated machine. I finally get a representative online, and basically all she can tell me is that I have to contact the shipper. And I'm like, how do I have to contact the shipper when it was in your possession at FedEx? You should know who scanned it. You should know all of that information. It's a chain, right? It's a paper trail. It's a digital trail. So I'm thinking this should be too easy. Contact the shipper. Cool, right? I contact the shipper, who is Navy Exchange. Called him, talking to somebody. The person I talked to pretty much had no idea what to do, so she had to go and get her manager or supervisor to get some answers. She comes back on the phone. She starts talking to me about a policy to not being able to order more than one pair of Jordans per month. And I instantly snapped because I'm like, wait a minute. What are you even talking about? Why are you talking to me about ordering numbers of Jordans like I'm some type of kid or something like that? I'm like, yo, first of all, lady, I've been ordering Jordans off Navy Exchange multiple times in a month since I can remember. So she was trying to say you can only order one per month. And I'm like, what are you even talking about? That's wrong, number one. Number two, why are you telling me that? Because I'm telling you that my package didn't get delivered and they told me to call you. So then she tells me something about I need to do a police report. And I'm like, police report? Like, what are you talking about? Because I don't remember ever doing this before for a pair of shoes. So then I kind of turn up on her in a nice way. I say, hey, I need to speak to your manager, your supervisor. Transfer me over to the supervisor. Supervisor pretty much confirms I need to make a police report, right? She wasn't bending. She wasn't trying to hear nothing I was saying. I got to make a police report because it's an item over $150. So note to those that didn't know, right? Over $150. So I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, y'all. So at this point, there's nothing I could do. I called FedEx back. They completely disregarded me. The lady actually hung up on me on FedEx. So, FedEx, I got something for y'all. Don't worry. But nothing I could do. So I call the police, y'all. And I'm like, this is so crazy. I call the police. I talk to somebody. And I'm thinking that they're going to do the report for me over the phone, which I should have known that wasn't going to happen. And then she says, we'll send somebody out to take the report. And I'm just... So here I am on a Friday evening, heading into night, waiting for the police to show up to my house about a stolen pair of shoes that nobody knows anything about other than I can see a picture of them at the wrong address. About an hour go by, police come knock at the door. I tell the officer what's going on. She pretty much can't believe it, and I'm telling her, I know this is ridiculous, but this is what they're saying I have to do. So she takes a few notes down. I show her the picture. I think she takes a picture of the picture or something like that, and she says, I'll be right back. Goes to the car, comes back with a little piece of paper with the report number on there. And I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. I thought I was going to get a report. And I'm like, I hope this is what the Navy Exchange will accept, because they're the ones that said they need the police report. And she walked off, and then I kind of started thinking like, man, I should have probably told her to print me out something or whatever. So I get on the phone with Navy Exchange. It's getting late, mind you. Customer service closes eventually. I get on the phone with Navy Exchange, and the lady tells me yeah, you need a file of the police report, the actual file paper. And I'm like, I have the number. She was like, no, we got to have the actual paper official document of the police report. So I call back to the police department, asked them about it, and they say, yeah, you got to get it from Records. Records is open Monday through Friday for the 8 to 4. It's already like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the evening at this point. So I'm just like, okay. So I just spent the last 2.5, 3 hours running around, all because of FedEx delivered my package to the wrong house, or they stole the package, one or the other, right? And now I can't even do anything about it until Monday, right? And I'm trying to get my refund at this point. At this point, I don't have any Jordan Aqua 8s because remember, I sent the pair that I had back. I was gonna wait till I had both pair and then send it back, but I was trying to be ahead of the game and be proactive, and that's what it got me, y'all. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. So then here comes today, right? So I wake up today. I said I'm gonna go to Orlando and just go to the mall, go to some outlets and just see what's going on. So I get up this morning, shoot to Orlando, end up going to a food place. Now, on another quick caveat and another quick note, I did secure these via Navy Exchange, right? For the Lolo, videos coming soon, but that's another story. So I did secure these on Navy Exchange. So I was originally gonna go get them from JD Sports if I didn't get them on Navy Exchange, but I didn't need to get them, and I kept a little bit of money in the process. So back to these. So now, didn't go to JD Sports, went to this fish spot in Orlando, real good. I just did a food review on it, so check that out on my channel. I go to the mall, the Florida Mall, y'all. It's a very, very cool mall. Not the nicest mall in Orlando, but it's not at all a bad mall. It's a very nice mall. It's just the Millennia Mall of Millennia is like an upscale, more upscale mall. But the Florida Mall is very nice. It's jam-packed in there. It's Saturday. I think it's a lot of back-to-school shopping going on. So I'm in the mall. I actually said I was just going to go to Macy's and check some stuff out. I ended up walking out into the mall. Foot Locker was right down the way. Walking down to Foot Locker just for the heck of it, right? Actually stopped at Shoe Palace, and they were very, very, I ain't gonna say they were rude because they didn't say anything at all, right? No greeting, no can I help you, and when I left, no see you later. Absolutely nothing. And one of the workers there came and basically followed me around the store. So it was crazy because I was gonna ask them if they had any Jordan 8s, but I didn't see any on display. So I just figured they didn't, but nobody said nothing to me, so I'm not gonna say nothing to you. Anyway, go to Foot Locker now. Now I'm in Foot Locker. While I'm in Foot Locker, guess who I run into, y'all? Balling on the Budget, right? He's another sneaker YouTuber. He pretty much does his content out of Orlando, all of the sneaker stores as far as Nike factory and clearance, and all of the Foot Locker champs and JD Sports in the mall. So he was actually in Foot Locker, and that's where I took that picture of the Jordan 4 Rare Air. So I didn't ask them in there because I didn't see them in there either. But then I started thinking like, man, I wonder, should I just get these? Because I was a little bit upset, right? So I said, nah. So then I'm walking through the mall. My wife calls me. She's in South Carolina. She's at the PX in South Carolina. She sends me a picture of the Jordan 8 Aquas. By the time I responded, because she said they had an 8 and an 11, and I immediately was like, yeah, get me the 11. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. This is it. She said, oh, somebody just came and took the 11. So I'm like, you kidding me, right? She's like, nope, somebody just came and took it, and they said they don't have it anymore. So I'm like, oh my God. So here we go, right? So now I'm kind of worked up because I'm like, see, now I'm thinking about these shoes. So then I just go ahead and hit the rest of the sneaker stores in the mall. I hit JD Sports. They had them, but they didn't have my size. I hit Champs. They had them, but they didn't have my size. And then I hit Foot Locker, and I think they were sold out. Most of these stores said they could order them online for me, but I was like, nah, I'm good. I'll just do it myself. Now, the reason that I wasn't going to buy them in hand anyway is because I have a $20 status reward on JD Sports and Finish Line. So if I did order them again, at least I could get $20 off. So that was my mindset. But at that point, I'm in the mall. It's hustle and bustle. It's jam packed. I'm in there sweating. I was just going to get the shoes if they had a size 11. They did, right? But now, again, I'm even more thirsty for the shoes. So I go out to my car, right? Because now I said I'm going to just hit some of the outlets and then go home. I go out to my car. I pull up JD Sports or Finish Line, and they restocked. They had a size 11. So I said, I'm going to just go ahead and order.